To western North Carolina now, where recovery efforts are still underway in Buncombe County.
WYFF News 4's Peyton Furtado met with North Carolina's Governor Roy Cooper as he toured the area. She is live in Asheville with what we've learned. And Peyton, is weather impacting some of the progress at all?
Yeah, Rashad, I just want to go back to what Chris was saying. It is cooling down here. Fingers having to keep them warm as we're out and about. But imagine what some of the folks are living like here in the region. The temperatures are going down. Some of them can't heat their houses because they don't have this power. The governor talked to us about that, and he said the progress is slow, but it's going steady. Governor Cooper says he's working to open every resource spigot in the state and nation to repair and rescue western North Carolina.
Our mission is going to still be making sure that North Carolina recovers fully and completely, because western North Carolina is too important to this state.
Tuesday morning, he announced 92 western North Carolinians are still missing after Helene.
Because of massive communication outages in western North Carolina, many people called 211 to report friends or family they couldn't get in touch with. When phone service began to return, many people located their loved ones, but that information doesn't usually make it back to 211.
Another big takeaway, Cooper also addressing misinformation as he toured a disaster relief center in Asheville. The governor saying rumors are keeping people from getting the FEMA relief they need and putting FEMA workers in danger.
So local law enforcement and trusted community leaders are now working with all of those workers to make sure that there's a layer of assistance and protection that they might need.
And Peyton, of course, people there still probably have a lot of unanswered questions. I have a question for you. Are there enough resources coming into the state right now, and how's the supply looking as well?
Well, Rashad, that actually is a good question. So while the governor did say first couple of days, right, the Saturday and Sunday right after Hurricane Helene, not a lot of supplies were getting in. That's because of how bad the flooding, how bad the roads were. Apparently that's changed ever since then, thanks honestly to volunteers, people around this region and back home here in the upstate of South Carolina donating some of these goods. There have been resources just flooding into western North Carolina. So many that really the big need right now is organization for how many resources they have and where they're going to go. So that's a big plus from this particular takeaway. Live in Asheville, I'm Peyton Furtado for WYFF News 4.